What's up, guys? So, I'm going to be doing my predictions, my NBA talk on the app. So, the NBA app. So, we were left off at Chicago. So, let me look at Chicago's last game. Chicago last beat the Wizards. Okay. And the Wizards haven't been good. So, yeah, Chicago needs some improvement with Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, and Billy Donovan as the coach. They need some improvement. And Milwaukee's a weird case. And here's why. Milwaukee has looked good, but they're 2-3. And your record's your record, and they had that 3-point display, and then they lost last night. So you don't know what's going on with this team. I get that they should be 3-2, and the Jason Tatum was a very good shot, but still, I think the Milwaukee will find itself, but it's a new team. They're going to take a little while. So, but one thing that has been proven about Milwaukee is they can't shoot. So all the analysts that are saying they can't shoot, they can. They have enough shooters. They have Dante DiVincenzo. Drew Holiday is a very capable shooter. Chris Middleton is. I get that you don't have a 3-point specialist in Wesley Matthews left, but DiVincenzo could end up being that guy for you. So we'll see about that. And also Nora could be good for the team a couple years down the line. He looked good when he hit those threes. Miami, they're the 10 seed. They haven't had Jimmy Butler. They're not the most talent-loaded team in the world, so this is about what I would expect. New York on the brink of the playoffs right now. If the season ended today, they would just be in the brink. So, New York is they have some young talent, with RJ Barrett's performing better this season. You obviously Mitchell Robinson, so if you look at the Knicks' most recent game, I believe they won. So let me go to the Knicks' most recent game. They beat the Cavs, which they were 3-0 at the time, so pretty good win, I guess. So, even though Cleveland's probably not going to be very good. But anyways, Charlotte. LaMelo Ball performed great last night. Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier have been good for them. So we will see what happens, but this team looks like it could be dangerous down the line. Boston, they're expected to make the playoffs. Jaylen Brown had a huge game last night. That's what you want to see if you're a Celtics fan, a reliable number 2 option when Jason Tatum doesn't have the best night. 6, Brooklyn. So Brooklyn has had a couple losses, but one of their losses was just because they rested Kyrie and KD, so I would not be worried about this team. They're rolling. Even though they're 3-2, they look like one of the best teams in the league. Atlanta's looked great. I doubted them making the playoffs going into the year. Had them as the 9 seed, but they look good. They could hang with Brooklyn at full strength pretty much without Spencer Dinwiddie, but here's why I think the Nets' title chances don't go down. Maybe they go down slightly, but here's why I don't really think it changes in a series against the Lakers or the Celtics. Look, Spencer Dinwiddie is a good player, but you could have Landry Shamet and Karis LeVert, who aren't designated point guards, handle the ball. You could have either of those guys handle the ball, so that's why I think they're good. Now, Indiana. Oh, I was talking about the Brooklyn Nets. But anyways, let's go back to Atlanta. So, they have some good players and acquisitions in Danilo Gallinari, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Clint Capella, who's not necessarily a new acquisition, but he's only started playing this season. So, and John Collins has played well, so we'll see what Atlanta does with that contract situation. But Indiana, I believe I had Indiana as the 9. Oh, I might have had the Hawks at like 10, or maybe I had them at 8. Well, I don't know, but Indiana, they're either a fringe playoff team or a playoff team. They're just a solid team. They're not great, but they're solid. That's just how they are. Okay. Philly, they've some good acquisitions in Danny Green and Seth, not Steph, Seth Curry. So watch that. Cleveland, 2 seed. Not going to spend too much time on them because well, I'll stay in Philadelphia for now. They have some danger. Philadelphia is a dangerous team that needs to be watched, I believe. So, because if Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid can mesh, and you get Doc Rivers to coach them up, that could be a dangerous team. So, Cleveland, they're 3-1. They're probably not going to make the playoffs. I mean, Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, Andre Drummond, good, but that's not going to lead you to the playoffs. And Orlando, trying to make the playoffs again this year. I didn't think they would, but they have good chances now with our Nikola Vucevic always leading the way, and Gordon. And I don't really know any of their other players very well, but Iwundu, I believe, is playing for them pretty well. But Augustine left, so... But Markelle Fultz is going to get a bigger role, so... Yeah, that's a good team. So... So, since nobody's really talking at the stream, unless you want to chat anything, I'm not going to do I'm not going to do more because, I mean, nobody's chatting. I can't really answer any questions. And so, yeah. For the more part of my stream, I'll just give some predictions, I guess. So, how long will it take Orlando to stay undefeated? I think they're going to lose today. Okay. So I'm selecting 3 questions. Where will Cleveland end up being? I'm just going to roll the dice and say 11th. It might be a little high, but they're 3-1 right now. Third question. Who do you think will be the number 1 seed in each conference? West, I'm not sure the Lakers because they might do a lot of resting and stuff. But I gotta take the Lakers. They're the only team that really sticks out as confident to me. The Clippers can, but who knows? Okay. East, with Brooklyn's load management, I'm not sure. But again, there's no other team that I feel super confident in taking the number 1 seed. So I'll say Brooklyn. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate everyone watching these streams. And